You are living this moment right now. It doesn't feel dramatic. You wake up, think about what you should do, feel a slight weight in your chest, and decide to start later. Not because you can't, but because you believe tomorrow you'll be better, more focused, more ready. This is the first invisible cut, the delay that feels reasonable. You convince yourself that waiting is planning, when in reality, it's disguised escape. Time passes quietly. Nothing breaks. Nothing forces you to react. Just that constant feeling that you're always about to start your real life. You don't notice it, but every time you choose later, you reinforce the idea that acting now is never urgent. It doesn't hurt all at once. It slowly wears you down until it feels normal. At some point in the day, you get distracted. Not in an extreme way, just a few minutes, a short video, a quick scroll, a deserved break. And when you notice, more time is gone than you planned. This isn't about lack of control. Comfort was designed to feel harmless. It doesn't stop you, it rocks you to sleep. It keeps you busy enough to avoid noticing that you're standing still. This is the second form of self-sabotage, confusing rest with escape. You're not recovering, you're numbing yourself, and the more you do it, the harder it becomes to face the silence required to grow. Because growth demands discomfort, and comfort quietly convinces you that discomfort is danger, when it's actually the door. There's also the silent habit of comparison. You watch others move forward, achieve, evolve, and you tell yourself that everyone has their own timing. It sounds mature, balanced, but underneath it sits the third sabotage, using comparison as a reason not to act. You don't feel inspired, you feel smaller, and instead of turning that feeling into movement, you pull back, not out of jealousy, but out of emotional exhaustion. You start believing that maybe this path isn't meant for you, not because you tried and failed, but because you imagined the effort and decided it was too much. Then there's another trap that appears in quiet moments. You wait to feel ready. You wait for motivation. You wait for the day when everything clicks naturally. This is the fourth sabotage, treating action as a result of emotion, when in reality, emotion always follows action. While you wait, your identity is being shaped. You become someone who only moves when it feels comfortable. That doesn't make you weak, it makes you predictable. The problem is, life doesn't respect that agreement. Opportunities don't wait for readiness, and every time you wait for perfect motivation, you hand control to something that never arrives. And finally, there's the most silent one of all. You get used to it. Used to not being fulfilled, not being proud, living on autopilot. You stop questioning, stop feeling uncomfortable. This routine without obvious pain turns into a comfortable prison. But here is the shift. This was never about motivation. It was about identity. Discipline is not punishment. It is freedom. It is choosing who's in control when desire disappears. And now the question remains, hanging in the air without urgency. If nothing changes, are you willing to stay this version forever? Or today, in silence, do you break one single pattern and see how far it can take you?